Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very, very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Knock on Wood from the late 1970s, Amii Stewart. And we looked at the vitality and freshness of relationships. So I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going through a guy that was born in 2002 in Monroe, Washington. So we're looking at someone that's only, he's only 22 years old now. But he was part of the school diving team when he went to school. And by the way, he was one of 5 children. He had 4 sisters. But it wasn't until he got asked to be playing the Battle of the Bands in his junior year that it was discovered that this guy, he could actually play music. And in fact, after school, he sort of started uni, but left that because he heard John Belliam sing and got totally inspired by him and decided to do music full time. He thought, well, what am I going to do to try and actually forward my career? So he did go on season 19 of American Idol, and from that point on, he got a bit of a following. He then amassed about 1.9 million followers on TikTok, and he got quite a following through that. The guy we're talking about, Benson Boone. Now, Benson was discovered by Dan Reynolds. Now, Dan Reynolds is the lead singer of the Imagine Dragons, so pretty big name, that one. And in 2021, he got signed to Night Street Records, which is kind of part of Warner Brothers. The first single he released, Ghost Town, this came off an EP, Walk Me Home, which came out around 2021. Benson's got a pretty good voice. Oh my goodness, his voice is very good indeed. He's very introspective. He thinks a lot about love and loss, and Ghost Town is no exception. We all know what a ghost town is, don't we? We walk down the streets, there might be weeds rolling down the road, dust. It's just nothing there. It's dead. It was once something good, but it's not anymore. It's now a ghost town. Benson, when he wrote this song, he was thinking about what a relationship used to be and what it is now. Some of the lines, it's dark and it's cold. Not a very nice place to be in at all. He's trying to work out what's happened. Is it something that I have done? Am I holding you back from being your real self? There's many things going on in this song. The lyrics are just so raw. And I think we got to wonder, don't we, how we get from one place of being absolutely rapturously in love to the other, where it's a ghost town where you're kind of stuck. Yeah, you want to leave, but you can't because it's just too much investment in there. But it's a ghost town. It's horrible. It's yucky, and you're thinking, I don't know what to do here. Well, there are many videos out there that talk about relationships. I mean, we talk about communication. Absolutely imperative. And even the stuff you don't want to say, but you know you need to, just to make the relationship better. I also believe affection, holding hands, looking at each other with kindness, just always being playful and having that energy about you. Passion, obviously, but passion only comes through the affection and the listening and the communication. It's not first. It is a result of all of those other things. When a relationship is really going well, that stuff is just so effortless. And one of the other things too, I've said this a few times already, but this thing called love. No, we don't say, we don't sort of hook up with someone and the next day say, hey, I love you. No, that doesn't come straight away, does it? It doesn't, no. We don't even know when love happens. You just sort of think it does, and that's it. But you can get the qualities of love in there at the start. And if love is patient and kind, just get in there at the start, so let patience and kindness be there at the beginning. So patience and kindness is a beautiful thing, because first of all, you're patient with the other person, not that you need to be, because you know what, you're kind. So it's not like you're tolerating someone, putting up with someone. No, no, no. You can't wait to be with them. And you just can't help but be kind to them. The way we talk, the way we listen, the way we spend time, the way we give priority to them, the way we spend time with them and put everything else behind them. Patience and kindness is a beautiful thing. And so I believe if we've got communication, firstly, got loving, actually even before communication, patience and kindness, that informs our communication. If our communication is good, there's a sense of, peace about things. And when you're peaceful, your nervous system starts to repair. Certainly if you've had stuff happen in the past. Affection, playfulness, and of course patience. It's all part of relationships, isn't it? If we can do all that right, we don't want ghost town experience, because I don't really think there's a way of coming back from a ghost town experience. But as Benson, I think, sings in this song, he's stuck because he's too invested in it at the same time. So let's do everything we can to keep our relationship on a good track. If both the people are committed, if both people are patient and kind, and both people are really, really listening, it can really, really work. So I think, for all of us in relationships, you know what? They're wonderful, aren't they? Just remember, they are wonderful, because they are. How awesome to have someone who loves you and someone who you love. Absolutely beautiful. Out in 2022, the single Room for Two. This is an interesting song too. We've got the official clip on this one. It's almost like, hey, doesn't matter what you're going through, the stuff that life throws at you, there's always room for two with me, because you know what? I love all of you. Absolutely, all of you. So I've got the official clip on that one. 2024, he did open for Taylor Swift in one of her concerts at Wembley, so it's pretty good to be asked to do that. And then in 2024, out came the album Fireworks and Rollerblades. Now I've got a couple of clips off this album. We've got Beautiful Things. Actually, it was The Voice Australia. Someone actually sang this song as one of the songs the judges chose. That's what inspired me to look up Benson Boone. Beautiful Things. We've got, I suppose, officially clip of that one. And then we've got a completely live version as well. And you can just see how many people know this guy's songs. He's got a very, very good singing voice, this guy, indeed. We've also got a live version of In the Stars. So he's had one album. He's had a couple of EPs. And his album sold 58,000 copies in its first week. Got to number 6 in the Billboard chart. So that's pretty big for a guy that's only 22 years old. Let's not forget this guy's only 22, and he's really truly hit the ground running, this guy, since 2021. It's good to do, I suppose, someone a little bit more later on. I tend to do people from last century. It's nice to focus on someone this century, and this guy's a real artist. He really, really is, and he deserves the success he has got. He's also had, by the way, 11 singles as well. So the links to those 5 clips are in the description below. And I've also included my last video from Amii Stewart. So if you want to recap on her, feel free. Well, if this is your first time to Life Reflections Through Music, or you've come back for another one, how great to see everybody here. Well, that's it for today. Next time we're going to go on to Gershon Kingsley. Now you'll be thinking, who on earth is that? Well, I'll try and do the song. Yes, popcorn. You had to be there. But such a very influential piece of music, this one. So we're going to have a look at the guy who put it all together, and a couple of little funny versions of it as well. So that's where we're going next time. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.